All right, well, gonna play a little bit of this
As you see, I already played the Navy game. So I still got Army versus Georgia and Air Force versus Kansas left to play for this week. This weekend, I created a custom playbook for Navy. I already played Navy, so obviously don't get to see what it's like. I'll figure that out next week. Unless I use the same playbook for Air Force or Army. Although Army, I've been using Army's playbook. That's free. It's not letting me share out now. Alright, so Air Force is next. Army versus Georgia brings up the rear. So it inspired me to make this Dynasty and to take control of all three service academies, because I was curious what it would look like to have all three service academies actually succeed. So, but I don't want to take forever getting through a season, you know what I mean? So I made 3-minute quarters. And well, if I can win using these schools in only 3-minute quarters, I must have some type of skill. Been a while since I played, so refreshing myself what's going on here. Also kind of showing y'all, you know, get an idea of what's going on in the environment. This is the second season with this Dynasty. I've already gone through one season. Navy did win the national championship last year. That's why they're number one right now. Welcome. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. It's only week 2. I'm not been having one there. Alrighty. Let's see what uniform Kansas has. Welcome. Just getting started on the game here. Air Force versus Kansas. Next will be Army versus Georgia. We'll go ahead and just go. Where'd it go? Put them in that one. And we'll put these guys. Yeah, what you said. Oh, wait a minute. It's a night game, right? Don't they have. Jayhawks are only ranked 13 or something. Yeah, I thought it was just use it. Did I forget to sign up for some?
Sports college football restages a few rounds. Guys can't wait to get this one started.
So it looks like I'm saying with this season of Sparkles over there. I'm already live. Yeah, I guess. Sign up for everything if that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, sorry, 1 second. I was seeing what the seasonal start thing is all about here, and now I can't see my screen. Come on, get off my screen. There we go. GJ. And Casey Day. Oh, Jesus, those new rings. I'm not using these special uniforms for him. And I did not change my playbook. I customized the playbook this week. Is this too loud? Let me know. I'll turn the TV down a little bit.
They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and covering this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught or in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after him.
Welcome, welcome. Number 12, the Air Force versus unranked Kansas.
And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down.
3-minute quarters.
Not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes.
Hey, man,
the ball
Hey,
for the first time.
sorry, I think I said that one the first time.
To their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is
Is
not
the
a
TV
team
too loud? Do I need to turn it down?
speed, chop off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working opening zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really go-to guy in this offense.
All right, that's a nice and easy way to start the game. And I didn't mean to do that celebration. I'm trying to reserve that Popeye dance for Navy only.
That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Uh-oh.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turn.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Rainbow, welcome.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into...
Welcome, John. 3-minute quarters, so only halfway through the first quarter.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Number 12, Air Force versus unranked Kansas right now. After this, the plan is, I forgot what ranks they are, but they're both top 10 teams, Army versus Georgia.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Not that it mattered. Picked up my own fumble anyway. Oh, shoot.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot on first and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture.
Whoa, what the heck?
So that first down may be just a couple of inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So
How did I go
it's
for
easier
that?
for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now, once it's in field,
Dang it.
field the field goal.
Trying to multitask here.
Calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure
Come
they
on.
have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Deep in enemy territory, balls at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Goes to the option. Lowers those pads. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Oh, there's a nice football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And he tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. UConn is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle.
And they can hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's long. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. He covers the fumble, and he's on the move. And that ball's free behind the line. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and they've got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. They'll immediately call timeout. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Breaks into the open. Oh, the sweet feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Dating to the days of the great Fisher to Berry at Air Force, you need a great ball handler at quarterback.
And that's not something you say about every university. Obviously, Air Force is different. It's unique. It's more about running the football. It's more about the option consistently. So you've got to have a guy that can handle that ball, not put it on the deck, and not make mistakes.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 11 over Arizona State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there. And he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long. It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, juke, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. Let's go. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give to the fullback. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the 1st. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Run it with the fullback. Breaks the tackle. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about that.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Let's go.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll power it inside with fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Kick is in the air. And the ball is going to return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
A huge huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and paid off.
Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Air Force. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Army's offense will have the ball first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The option look. Powers through the defender.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Black Knights are on the move. give to the big fullback. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got it. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down. They'll run the read to the left. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Offense scoops it up and still going. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Card in the backfield. It's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the thing?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's French. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Mikey Stadium on this 3rd down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the pass. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's French. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw. In time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Mikey Stadium.
And the Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Off-play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous